In the glittering world of Hollywood and professional sports, public relationships are dissected, analyzed, and speculated upon to the point where the real story often gets lost in the noise. And few relationships have endured as much scrutiny or mystery as that of actress Olivia Munn and NFL quarterback Aaron Rodgers. Though the couple broke up in 2017, their relationship continues to stir conversation, especially due to the shadowy rift between Aaron and his family, a fracture many unfairly pinned on Olivia for years. But now, after nearly a decade of silence, Olivia is finally opening up. In a rare and surprisingly candid interview, she addressed the rumors, the blame she received, and why she stayed quiet about it all until now. Today, we're diving deep into what really happened and why Olivia Munn is done taking the fall for a family feud she says she never caused. Before we dive into how things started unraveling, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you're into deep dives like this. We break down the biggest stories in entertainment without the fluff, just facts, receipts, and a bit of chaos. And trust me, you're gonna want to see how this one ends. This is the untold story behind Olivia Munn, Aaron Rodgers, and the family drama that refuses to die. Olivia Munn and Aaron Rodgers were once considered one of the most high-profile celebrity athlete couples. They began dating in 2014 at a time when Rodgers was in his prime with the Green Bay Packers, and Munn was riding high on her success from shows like The Newsroom and films like X-Men: Apocalypse. Their relationship was passionate, highly visible, and, according to insiders, intensely private. While Olivia occasionally spoke about Aaron in interviews, the two maintained a relatively low-key profile for a Hollywood couple. But the public was fascinated. Olivia was an actress known for her intelligence and sharp wit, while Aaron was a revered quarterback with a clean-cut image. Together, they made headlines everywhere they went. But behind the smiles and red carpet appearances, there were whispers of tension. In particular, rumors about Aaron's estrangement from his family started gaining traction. And as those whispers grew louder, so did the fingers pointing at Olivia. People began to speculate that she was the reason Aaron didn't speak to his parents or his brothers, including the Bachelorette alum Jordan Rodgers. It didn't matter that there was no evidence to support that theory. The public ran with it. So, when the couple broke up in 2017, the headlines weren't just about their breakup. They were about a supposedly toxic girlfriend who had torn a family apart. Olivia, however, remained silent. Until now. On June 30th, 2025, Olivia Munn appeared on the Armchair Expert podcast, hosted by Dax Shepard. It was there, for the first time in nearly 8 years, that she decided to directly address the rumors. But not in the way people might have expected. Rather than unleashing a tell-all or casting blame, Olivia calmly unpacked how the public narrative painted her as the villain in Aaron Rodgers' family drama, and how that impacted her personally and professionally. She began by reflecting on Aaron's accomplishments during their relationship. "During that time that I was with him," she said, "he had 3 Hail Marys. I think 2 NFC championships, which is very hard, and yet no one would talk to me about that. I didn't get credit for any of the wins." Instead, she continued, "To my dismay, I did get credit for the family drama." That line hit hard. Olivia explained that throughout their time together, she was bombarded by public criticism. Fans claimed she was keeping Aaron from his family, an accusation that deeply frustrated her because, as she put it, "There was just this dynamic in the family that had nothing to do with me." She made it clear, whatever tension existed between Aaron and his relatives, it started long before she ever entered the picture. Despite the speculation, Olivia said she always made it a point to keep the family's personal issues private, stating firmly, "I know what happened, but I'm not saying because it's not my story to tell." And that's where her grace really stood out. To understand why Olivia's comments matter so much, you have to understand the long and complicated story behind the Rodgers family rift. Aaron Rodgers' relationship with his family has been strained for years, long before Olivia Munn entered the scene. Reports surfaced around 2016 that Aaron was not in contact with his parents or his 2 brothers, including Jordan Rodgers, who famously discussed the estrangement during his appearance on The Bachelorette. In one now infamous episode, Jordan revealed that Aaron hadn't spoken to their family in years and hadn't even contacted their parents during important life events. From there, the tabloids went wild. But what caused the fallout? To this day, no one really knows. Neither Aaron nor his family members have publicly disclosed the exact reason for the split. That mystery fueled countless rumors, including, of course, the idea that Olivia Munn was somehow to blame. Some speculated that Olivia encouraged Aaron to pull away from his family. Others painted her as controlling or manipulative. But Olivia now insists that those stories were completely unfounded and deeply unfair. In fact, sources close to the couple during their relationship say Olivia actually encouraged Aaron to reconnect with his family. According to insiders, she tried to facilitate healing, not division. But because she was the most visible part of Aaron's personal life at the time, she became the scapegoat. And for years, Olivia kept quiet, partly out of respect for Aaron's privacy, and partly to avoid fueling tabloid chaos. But as the years passed and her own name kept coming up in association with the Rodgers family estrangement, it became harder to ignore. Her recent podcast comments weren't bitter. They were clarifying. Olivia wasn't asking for sympathy, she was simply setting the record straight. One of the most striking parts of Olivia's interview was her explanation of why she chose to remain silent for so long. It would have been easy to clap back, easy to go public with her side of the story, reveal details about what happened, or call out those who attacked her character. But she didn't. Why? Because, as she put it, "It's not my story to tell." In a media landscape where celebrities often air out their dirty laundry for clicks and headlines, Olivia took the opposite approach, choosing restraint over revenge. She respected Aaron's privacy even when it cost her. She protected the sanctity of a relationship long after it ended, and she accepted years of criticism without lashing out. That kind of maturity is rare in Hollywood, and even rarer in the age of viral drama. Olivia's comments weren't about reopening old wounds. They were about finally freeing herself from a narrative that never should have included her in the first place. And perhaps most importantly, she made it clear that she's moved on. She's now married to comedian John Mulaney, and the couple has 2 beautiful children. Her life is full, and her focus has shifted away from the past. But she also made it clear that sometimes setting the record straight is necessary. Not to dwell on the pain, but to reclaim your truth. So where does everyone stand now? Aaron Rodgers, for his part, has moved on as well. And surprisingly, news recently broke that he secretly married a woman named Brittany. Details remain scarce, but sources close to the quarterback say he's intentionally keeping the marriage private, especially after seeing how public scrutiny affected his past relationships. Aaron still doesn't appear to have reconciled with his family, at least not publicly. His brother Jordan and parents haven't been seen together with him at any public events, nor have they made any statements suggesting a renewed bond. Olivia, meanwhile, seems to have found her peace. She and John Mulaney have become one of Hollywood's most beloved couples, and her new life as a mother has brought her a sense of clarity and grounding. As for her career, Olivia continues to work selectively, choosing roles and projects that align with her values. But in many ways, it's her personal evolution that stands out most. Her willingness to revisit the past, not to exploit it, but to clarify it, speaks volumes. She didn't need to tell the world what really happened between Aaron and his family, but she did need to make one thing clear. She was not the villain. She never was. And with that, Olivia Munn has officially closed the chapter that others refuse to let go of. In a world where silence is often mistaken for guilt, Olivia Munn's decision to finally speak out is both brave and necessary. She didn't spill secrets, she didn't throw anyone under the bus. But she did draw a boundary, a line between myth and truth. For years, people wanted her to explain Aaron Rodgers' family drama. And for years, she let them believe what they wanted. But now, in her own words, she's rewriting that story. Maybe the real takeaway here isn't about Aaron or his family, but about the strength it takes to walk away quietly, and the courage it takes to speak up when it matters most. Olivia Munn didn't break up Aaron Rodgers' family. What she broke was the silence. And sometimes, that's the only story worth telling.